November 13, 2014, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee conducted an investigation into my expose about the overpricing and other anomalies in the construction of the Iloilo Convention Center in Iloilo City, a pet project of then Senate President Franklin M. Drilon. Only 3 weeks earlier, I had filed a criminal and administrative complaint before the Office of the Ombudsman, charging Drilon and other high-ranking officials of the Aquino administration for the crime of plunder, violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, and other laws. As the whistleblower, I was summoned by the Blue Ribbon Committee to shed light on these issues, along with Drilon, Department of Public Works and Highway Secretary Rogelio Singson, Department of Tourism Secretary Ramon Jimenez, and other officials. Alone, accompanied only by my lawyer, I entered the lion's den. The Senate was controlled by Drilon and the Liberal Party. It was chaired by Senator T.J. Gingona. Perhaps I was naive, but I had hoped that the investigation would ferret out the truth, to hold the officials responsible for the anomalies accountable. I was wrong. The hearing turned out to be a kangaroo court against me. Instead of slicing through with sharp scalpels into this gargantuan scam, the Blue Ribbon Committee members, with the exception of 3 senators, ganged up on me to cover up the truth. The Liberal Party senators blocked my attempt to introduce documents that would prove my expose. Senators Gingona, Antonio Trillanes, and Sani Angara shielded their political ringmaster, who was also the chief architect of the Disbursement Acceleration Program. The DAP was at the core of my expose. The ICC project was an avenue for Drilon to funnel hundreds of millions of pesos into personal bank accounts. Ako po si Manuel Mejorada. Umabot sa 4 na oras ang haba ng hearing ng Blue Ribbon Committee noong November 13, 2014. Pero nahalata ko na kagad na hindi interesado ang mga kasapi ng Liberal Party sa Senado na matuklasan ang mga anomalya sa pagpatayo ng Iloilo Convention Center. Bagamat inamin ko na hindi ko mapapatunayan at that time na may nangyaring conspiracy that I alleged in my ombudsman complaint, may sapat akong ebidensya tungkol sa overpricing at mga violations sa Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act at Republic Act No. 9184 o yung Government Procurement Reform Act, among others. May dala po akong isang maleta na puno ng mga dokumento galing mismo sa Department of Public Works and Highways na gusto ko sanang ipakita sa komite upang patibayin ang aking mga paratang. Subalit, hindi ako pinayagan. Magsabit lang daw ako ng memorandum at doon ko ilahad ang mga detalye tungkol sa aking mga paratang. Isa lang ang kanilang misyon, ipagadya si Drilon to defend him sa tiyak na kapahamakan dahil sa pinakamalaking korupsyon na nangyari sa Aquino administration. As expected, Drilon denied my allegations. Ito po ang bahagi ng kanyang opening statement.
It is disheartening to witness relentless smear campaigns against a forthright project which aims to spur economic activities and generate jobs. It is lamentable to see vile attempts to discredit the good names of Secretary Singson, Secretary Jimenez, a well-known architect, William Coscaluela, and other government officials who, like myself, have nothing else to leave behind as legacy except our reputation. I also vehemently deny the accusation that I caused the Iloilo Convention Center project to be overpriced. Mr. Chairman, throughout my career as a public servant, I have served with the highest degree of responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and competence. In defense of my name, my honor, and my family, I specifically and categorically deny the baseless, speculative, malicious, wild allegations of Mr. Mejorada. I did not commit any wrongdoing in the construction of the Iloilo Convention Center. I did not commit any wrongdoing in the construction of the Iloilo Convention. I did not commit any wrongdoing in the construction of the Iloilo Convention Center.
Napakadali para kay Senator Drilon ang magsinungaling. It's as if lying is part of his DNA. Tawag namin yan sa Iloilo, duna sa isa katao. It's in his blood. Wala daw siyang ginawang kasalanan. Liar. 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 Napakahaba ang listahan ng mga batas na nilabag mo, Mr. Senator. Bar top-notcher. Lawmaker. Subalit nakakalungkot. Dahil number 1, lawbreaker. Number one, lawbreaker. Your number 1 sin to the Filipino people was being the chief architect of the Disbursement Acceleration Program, o DAP. Kayong dalawa ni Butchabad ang mga arkitekto ng panukala na binusuran ng Korte Suprema dahil illegal at unconstitutional. But we'll talk about that at length in another video. Alam ni Drilon na nahuli ko siya sa aking expose. Kaya ginawa niyang lahat upang siraan ako at ma-discredit sa tulong ng mainstream media na hawak niya sa liig. Binansagan pa rin akong Mr. Wikipedia dahil wala naman daw ako dalang ebidensya kahit na isang maleta ng mga dokumento ang daladala ko doon sa hearing. At marami akong isinawalat sa komite tungkol sa mahabang listahan ng mga batas na nilabag ni Drilon at mga kasamahan niya sa likod ng Iloilo Convention Center project. Of course, the yellow-controlled media turned a blind eye on these issues. Sa utos ni Drilon, of course, may bayad yun. Pinalabas nila na dad, umintis ang aking expose. Ito po ang halimbawa ng mga sinabi ko na hindi binigyan ng pansin ng media.
I will respond to the question in this way, Mr. Chairman, because sinasabi nila, the contract underwent a rigorous and diligent process following the provisions of the revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 9184. I am sorry to say, Mr. Chairman, na hindi po totoo yun. Because Section 35.2 of the IRR states that in order to, after the failed bidding in the first bid, in order to determine the reason for the failed bidding, the BAC shall conduct a mandatory review and evaluation of the terms, conditions, and specifications in the bidding documents, including the cost estimates. Sa first bidding po, kitang-kita po ang taas-taas ng mga bid. Napakalaki po. More than 100 million pesos po yung diferensya. Eh, hindi ba sila nagtaka? Oh, ano nangyari dito? At Mr. Chairman, balikan ko muna bago ko pagpatuloy. May mga nakita po akong mga questionableng nangyari mula sa invitation to bid sa first bidding at sa second bidding. Ito po ay galing po sa DPWH. This is certified and checked with the original. Ito po yung kanilang copy ng invitation to bid for the first bid. The invitation under RA 9184 at its IRR, and perhaps Attorney Santiago can confirm that. Sinasabi po doon na dapat ang invitation to bid should contain a brief description of the project with major scopes of work. And nakalagay po dito, number 2, the DPWH now invites bids for the construction of Iloilo Convention Center, Phase 1, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Completion of works required is 300 calendar days. Nothing is mentioned, Mr. Chairman, about what the project is, what are the scopes of work, what will be done.
Maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw sa tanghali na lutong Macau ang ginawa ng DPWH sa bidding para sa Iloilo Convention Center. Hindi sinunod ang RA 9184, ang Government Procurement Reform Act at ang revised implementing rules and regulations nito. Sinigurado ng DPWH na mapunta ang kontrata sa Hillmax Construction Corporation na kumatanda ninyo ay umani na rin ng maraming pagbatikos dahil sa mga maanumalyang proyekto nito sa may Makati City. Sabi ni Drilon, hindi siya nakialam sa pagpili ng kontraktor. Nako naman, Mr. Senator, akala mo sa taong bayan, mga bobo at tanga. Lahat naman ng mga proyekto mo sa Iloilo ay binigay mo lang sa ilan mong mga paboritong contractors. But anyway, when the Blue Ribbon Committee hearing was conducted, may mga dokumento pa na nakatago. It was only when these documents had to be submitted to the Blue Ribbon Committee that I came to know of their existence. Isa po dito ay ang deed of donation sa pagitan ng Mega World Corporation at ng Department of Tourism. Ang Mega World ang may-ari ng higit 1.7 hectares na lupa sa loob ng Iloilo Business Park, ang dating Iloilo Airport sa Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Nakahingi ako ng kopya mula sa Blue Ribbon Committee ilang araw pagkatapos ng hearing. At doon ko natuklasan na mismo sa deed of donation, nakalaan kung magkano ang halaga na kailangan sa pagpatayo ng Iloilo Convention Center. One of the stipulations in the contract was a requirement for the national government through the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority to allocate 200 million pesos to fund the construction of the ICC. Bakit po nakalaan ang halaga ngayon sa kontrata? Dahil gawa na ang architectural designs sa ipapatayo na Iloilo Convention Center ng W. Coscaluela and Associates na siya ang arkitekto ng Mega World. Ibig sabihin, alam ng architect kung magkano ang kailangan upang magawa ang proyekto. Ang tawag ko nga sa deed of donation ay smoking gun. Hindi mahirap matukoy ang overpricing sa Iloilo Convention Center. Kailangan mo lang tignan ang mga katabing hotel, ang Richmond Hotel Iloilo at ang Courtyard by Marriott Iloilo at ang mga kaparehong gusali katulad ng SMX Convention Center sa Mall of Asia. Ang Phase 1 ng proyekto ay ginastusan ng 495 million pesos, halos kalahating bilyong piso. Ito po ang itsura ng Phase 1 ng ICC sa halagang 495 million pesos. Isang malaking kahon na gawa sa simento at bakal. Mas maganda pa ang mga bodega ng mga malalaking kumpanya. Pero nung nakakuha ako ng kopya ng deed of donation, napatunayan ko na wasto ang sinasabi ko. Dahil yun nga po, napakaliwanag sa kontrata sa pagitan ng Mega World Corporation at ng Department of Tourism na 200 milyong piso lang ang kailangan sa pagpatayo ng ICC. Ang pinakahuling ulat tungkol sa Iloilo Convention Center ay umabot sa 750 million pesos ang nagastos ng gobyerno. Hindi pa yan 100% completed. Marami pa ang kulang upang magamit ng wasto ang gusali para sa mga tourism-related events. Ang ICC ay isa lamang sa maraming proyektong ni Drilon na pinunduhan galing sa DAP na puno ng korupsyon. 3 senador ang nakulong dahil sa DAP. Pero ang utak ng DAP nandiyan pa rin sa Senado. Patulog-tulog lang at walang pahinga sa paghanap ng mapuna sa Duterte administration. Ang video na ito ay pagbukas pa lang sa isang serye tungkol sa mga anomaliya ni Senator Franklin Drilon at ng Aquino administration sa Disbursement Acceleration Program. Ipapakita ko kung paano pinagsamantalahan ni Drilon ang kanyang kapangyarihan upang manakaw ang bilyong-bilyong piso mula sa kaban ng bayan. The ICC is just the tip of the iceberg. Nitong nakaraang 6 na taon, sinuri ko ang maraming dokumento at nakarating ako sa konklusyon na ginawa ito ng Aquino administration para lamunin ang Pilipinas at italaga ang Liberal Party sa habang buhay na kapangyarihan. It was an evil plot. Thankfully, that backfired on them. Kailangan malaman ng taong bayan ang kabuuhang katotohanan tungkol sa ginawa nila sa Disbursement Acceleration Program. Abangan niyo po ang mga susunod na kabanata. Ako si Manuel Mejorada. Maraming salamat po.